Sergeant First Class retired Roberto and Carmen Gonzalez, you're an example of great parents and people. Thank you for always being present in all that we do and that what we will do. I love you very much. I'd like to thank Sergeant First Class Harrison, the NCOIC, and see ahead of you in this formation of mass communications professionals. You all look amazing, and seeing you here as a whole, for once, finally, all together, reminds me of all the work you executed under my command. You provided above-par public affairs support to 3 Corps here at Fort Hood, missions such as the Best Squad competition at 3 Corps level, 1st Cavalry Division Centennial Celebration, numerous changes of command and responsibility, the Cerdamsey Joint-Led Medical Exercise, the 3 Corps Best Equipped Hood Series, and much, much more. You did this while simultaneously being on a national level mission. You never said no to the missions I tasked to you. You never complained if you were asked to provide guidance at above pay grade levels. You may have given me the evil eye when I directed you to deploy within 10 hours, but you accepted that mission, and you executed brilliantly. You all are, by far, the top SRC 45 in the Army, and you should be proud of your efforts. With that being said, can we give my team a round of applause? Next, I'd like to thank Colonel Turner, the Force Comm PA Director, who took time out of a busy schedule, a very busy schedule, to travel all the way from Fort Wagner to be here today. Ma'am, you gave me the ability to command this unit how I saw fit within the spectrum of all things that Force Comm does every day. You provided guidance and mentorship when I needed it, and helped fill the vacancies I had in my unit, such as with my captains, which had not been done in years. Thank you for your support, and I know you will continue this trend with Marcellus as he takes command. To Lieutenant Colonel Thrash and Command Sergeant Major Hill, thank you for understanding the dynamic that is the relationship between the 7th, HHBN, and Force Comm, for always having my back in every decision that I made, for the guidance and mentorship that you provided to both First Sergeant and I, and lastly, for being leaders who knew when a good laugh was needed in tough situations. The Corps benefits from your leadership. The 7th excelled because you gave me the room to do so. Thank you. To my fellow and current former command teams, you truly have a difficult job, a very difficult job here at Corps, and I'm not alone in saying that, but you always found a way to make the mission happen. It truly was a pleasure to work with you. I hope the instances you had to speak with me were of value, and please feel free to contact me directly if you need a venting session or some advice. To the HHBN majors, the Iron majors and staff, I really appreciate the support you provided to me, and to the 7th Impact, you never said no to me, you provided me what I needed. Your offices were always open for a conversation, and honestly, I really do appreciate that. To Colonel Morado, Sergeant Major Crisp, and the 3 Corps PA Directorate, you're all outstanding professionals. You always found the time to hear me out, and when it came to missions, you never said no, you never gave me the hard elbow. You've worked with me, and I really do appreciate it, so thank you. To my fellow public affairs professionals here at Fort Hood, I know that in some way, shape, or form, these soldiers were in your area of operations, whether you wanted them there or not. Thanks for giving my team the leeway to complete the mission. The 7th exists to support, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. To my XO, Captain Miles, you're an outstanding public affairs officer. You went all over the country, telling the DoD story. You made missions happen here at Fort Hood while out, assisted me with countless decisions, and much, much more. You have a bright future ahead of you, Cam. Feel free to call me whenever you need. Lastly, I want to recognize my former First Sergeant, Master Sergeant Dora Gonzalez. She could not be here. You couldn't be here primarily because for some reason you're still in a truck moving your kids, household goods, and all your chickens to Fort Bliss, and par for the course, you never answer your phone. But, jokes aside, you were my right hand while in command. You had my back in all instances. You pulled me aside when I needed it most. You trained all of our soldiers and prepared them for boards, resulting in a 75% promotion rate during our tenure. You were exactly the type of leader that this detachment needed, the exact first sergeant that I needed to succeed. I hope to see you soon as a sergeant major. Maybe, just maybe, you'll have better reception to answer my calls. I've dragged on long enough, but please bear with me for one last moment. I'd like to leave the team here with some parting words. You have the best job in our Army. You tell its story. Never forget that our job is to support. To not only tell the Army story, but the story of the DoD as a whole. If you remember anything from me, please remember what I always harped on during the safety brief any opportunity that I had to speak to you as a group. You cannot do your job if as a person and professional you aren't good. If you have a problem, speak up. If you need help, know that there are people within this formation ready and willing to help you. This profession of arms is a team sport. Don't ever forget that. Marcellus, I truly wish you the best of luck. You and your family have an awesome ride ahead of you. I am jealous. This is the best job. You're going to love it, man. Really. Always first to speak the truth, carry the core, phantom lethal, freedom's guardian. This is Emissary 6, aka Cadillac 6, signing off today.